Hello everyone, let us start with the poem I Remember by Thomas Hood. I will begin by reading the first stanza followed by the explanation of the same. I remember the house where I was born, the little window where the sun came peeping in at morn. He never came a wink too soon, nor brought too long a day. But now I often wish the night had borne my breath away. Let us understand. The poet begins the first line with I. I remember, I remember. Now, who is I here? Is it you, me, or any other reader? Who is I here? It is neither you, nor me, nor any other reader. Here, I is the poet himself. All right? So, poet refers to I here. He's the speaker himself. Okay, let's move ahead. I remember, we can clearly see it is repetition. Anytime a repetition is being made by any author or poet, it clearly means that he is trying to emphasize on something. Now, what is he trying to emphasize on here in this particular poem? He's trying to emphasize on remembering. And the question is, what is he remembering? What is he exactly remembering? It's very clear in the next line itself. There's no ambiguity in the poem. Clearly, it says, I remember the house where I was born. I also remember the little window of that house from where sun came peeping in every morning. Morn means morning. So, the first line has this nostalgic reflection on poets' past. Please use this word nostalgic. Use the word like longing, remembering. These words are important when you're writing your answers, especially in this poem. So I remember the house where I was born. There's a nostalgic reflection here in the first line of the poet's past. Then in the second line, we can see that he's trying to bring that connection to his childhood place, birthplace, the house where I was born. The little window where the sun. Now, sun is very important. Anytime anyone talks about sun, he's basically talking about the warmth. We talk about we talk about let's say rain or cloudy weather. We're talking about gloominess and sadness. Sun is associated with warmth, simplicity. So he's talking about the simplicity and warmth of his past. I hope it is clear till here. Okay. So I remember the house where I was born, the little window where the sun came peeping in at morn. Now, see, he's emphasizing on the sense of reliability here. Came every morning. He never came a wink too soon, nor brought too long a day. So, the sun was never soon. That is, it always was on time. There is a sense of reliability that sense of sorry sense of reliability. Now, what is the sense of reliability here? The sense of reliability is that the sun is going to come every day. He means sun. Sun is going to come every day in the morning, and it is never going to come too soon. It will be on time. So this is the sense of reliability poet has. And the best part about the sun was he never brought too long a day. That means he never felt the presence overwhelming. Whose presence? Presence of the sun. Overwhelming or burdensome. So it was just on time. It left also on time. It was never overwhelming or burdensome. Very easy to understand this line. When we are kids, especially during holidays, days never feel too long. They always feel short. Oh, आज एक दिन और खत्म हो गया. The day is over. Holidays are coming to an end. So those happy days are always short. They're never overwhelming for us. They're just fine. They're perfect. Rather, they can just elongate a little more and we'll be okay with it. Isn't it? But, now what does but means? You must have done it in grammar classes. But itself means on the contrary. Now, what is the contrast here? Contrast is childhood and adulthood. So, this but is for adulthood. That is, in childhood, everything seems so perfect. On the contrary, but now that I am an adult, now that I am an adult, please add here. But now that I am an adult, I often wish the night had borne my breath away. That is, now he would have never grown up. This is what he wishes for now. And that he would have died, breath away, borne my breath away. May that night that made me old or what I am today wish that night had taken my breath away, that he would have died before he could grow, because his childhood was more beautiful than his adulthood. So he wished that he would have died in those happy days instead of experiencing these burdensome days of his adulthood. I hope this much is clear. We now move to the next stanza. We can see the poet is repeating the line here, but before that, I will read it for you. I remember the roses red and white, the violets and the lily cups, those flowers made of light. The lilacs where the robin built, and where my brother set the laburnum on his birthday, the tree is living yet. Again, beginning with I remember, the poet is trying to reinforce. What is he trying to reinforce? He's trying to reinforce the same theme, the theme of memory and nostalgia. I remember, I remember now. What does he remember now? Again, very clearly written here. He remembers the roses, which were red and white in color. Red represents love, white represents purity. So he remembers the roses. Roses, we all know these are the flowers. The violets and the lily cups. These are also different kinds of flowers. Those flowers made of light. Light means brightness, radiating beauty. It had radiant beauty, these flowers. And perhaps he's hinting at the idealization of childhood memories, how beautiful they were, just like these flowers. The lilacs where the robin built, again another kind of flower, where the robin bird built, and where my brother set the laburnum on his birthday. Okay, let me show you these flowers. So this is roses. Then we have violets. So he said the roses, red and white. I just showed you red roses. We have white roses as well. The violets and the lily cups. So this is violet. These are a lot of violets. And then these are lily cups. Again, lilies are of different color, but I have taken white lily here. So these are the flowers he was talking in the beginning. Roses, red and white, the violets and the lily cups. Those flowers made of beauty. The lilacs where the robin built. Now, this is lilac, bird robin, and this is how he sits and makes its nest uh, in the tree. Laburnum that my brother planted. We can see laburnum. This is laburnum tree. It is a flowering plant And we often associate this particular plant with happiness and celebration. So, this is during the time of joy, we often refer to this plant. So, this is laburnum, lilac, and robin. Let's come back. The roses red and white, the violets and the lily cups, those flowers made of light. The lilacs where the robin built, I just showed you lilacs where the robin bird, it built its nest. So lilacs are the spring flowers. They're associated with renewal. And then we talk about building of anything, most probably nest here. So you can add here building nest, robin builds his nest there. So that's a cycle of life. And where my brother set the laburnum on his birthday, I just told you laburnum is a flowering plant which is often associated with happiness and celebration. He says that the tree is living yet. Maybe the house is not there anymore. Maybe those flowers are still not there. Rest of the things may have gone. But that tree still exists there. So it is the tangible reminder of the speaker's past. Tangible reminder of the speaker's past. Fine. So the tree is still there. Maybe rest of the things have gone, all the happiness of the childhood has gone, but the tree is still there. I will quickly go through the entire poem once again for you. I mean, the first two stanzas that we have done. And if you have any questions or queries related to first two stanzas, you can please write in the comment section. I will definitely cater to all the questions or most of the questions from there. Let's go through it again. I remember the house where I was born, the little window where the sun came peeping in at morn. He never came a wink too soon, nor brought too long a day. But now I often wish the night had borne my breath away. I remember the roses red and white, the violets and the lily cups, those flowers made of light. The lilacs where the robin built, and where my brother set the laburnum on his birthday, the tree is living yet. We can clearly see in the first two stanzas the happiness that he has while writing about his childhood to his adulthood, where he does not seem very happy. He feels that adulthood is filled with burden. It's not a very happy phase of one's life. So that is first two stanzas where he's remembering his house. He's remembering the little window from where the sun came every morning. He's also thinking about the roses, the violets, the lily cups, and all the other flowers that were beautiful. He remembers lilac, where the robin it builds its nest. He also remembers the laburnum tree, which is still living. Let's move to the next two stanzas in the next video. So I am not going to make it burdensome for you as well. Let's keep it light. So first two stanzas in first video and next two stanzas in next video. So you can take a break in between. All right, see you in the next video then.